It's really not every day you see a series like Hunter x Hunter. Here on YouTube, it's almost intimidating to make a video on it because, well, people keep talking about it. And as a fan, that's great. I mean, give me more Hunter x Hunter, always, please. Though there are still people who haven't watched it, but hey, if you're one of those, I still urge you to stick around. No spoilers here. I just want to share my love for such an endearing piece of art. Hunter x Hunter has one of the most dedicated fan bases, as well as one of the most annoying ones, because, well,
Nen is the perfect power system and Togashi's writing is peak shonen, and those are facts. If you disagree, if Hunter x Hunter is not a 10 out of 10 in your anime list, well, you're wrong.
That's kinda true, Little did I know in 2014 what anime series I was watching at the time would stick with me over the years, and I wasn't watching anime for long, so no series besides Pokemon had stuck to my soul for years upon years. I liked everything. Sword Art Online? Awesome. Toradora? Awesome. Angel Beats? Guilty Crown? Guilty Pleasure? Anything goes when you're 17, but this show though, it was simply too perfect. And at that age, I couldn't exactly grasp just how good I actually thought Hunter x Hunter was on my first watch. The story of a kid who wants to find his irresponsible father and embarks on an adventure to become a hunter just like him. Oh, what's a hunter? Well, you'll be answering that question over time, and discuss it, and think about it, and ponder how good of an objective it is to become one, actually. It seems like a happy-go-lucky journey in the beginning, but it's like Togashi made the world of Hunter x Hunter, a world so easy to get immersed in, so that his readers and watchers got slapped in the face with some brutal real-life shit. And that's just what happens to Hunter x Hunter's protagonist, Gon. Of course, what better way to ground your protagonist than giving him a best friend who's also a kid, but just so happens to be a child assassin in training, who has been essentially living in hell from the day he was born. The harsh reality of the world and the naive sense of adventure collide with Gon and Killua's relationship. While Gon is in a way the embodiment of the battle shonen main character tropes, Killua is a walking moral compass, ironically. That shows us when this reckless boy with too much power in his hands is starting to do way too reckless things. If a child assassin is starting to raise his eyebrows at certain behaviors, then we know someone's not up to something pretty. The dynamics between these two adorable kids with a beautiful, heartfelt, blossoming friendship is honestly the spine and driving force of Hunter x Hunter, for many at least. It's obvious that would be the case considering they are the main characters, having the most screen time, but their effects on the world around them and the many supporting characters they meet along the way is honestly hypnotizing, having many interactions that are very worthy of being analyzed further with plenty of room for interpretation along the way. Hunter x Hunter 2011 was released in... Wow! And that was a time when the old gen of battle shonen anime was still thriving. At the time when Naruto Shippuden was in its 4th year running strong, when Bleach was less than 1 year away from finishing airing, when One Piece was adapting the Marineford arc, here suddenly shows up a long-running adventure Shonen Jump adaptation by none other than peak Madhouse themselves. Running on TV for 3 years straight, with one of the most memorable and characteristic OSTs in anime, great pacing and no filler whatsoever, with such a perfect balance of art, design, and animation consistency, on top of a refreshing feeling of classic world venturing with friends, yet layered with heavy, real-world consequences for the characters and an atmosphere that doesn't quite sit right with that blind positivity the viewer is flooded with in the first couple of arcs. Hunter x Hunter doesn't have a big main character cast that shares the same screen time, no. Gon and Killua are clearly the focus. Secondly, Kurapika and Leorio, which only actively appear in a couple of arcs anyways. Then all of the supporting characters become unpredictably placed throughout the story, making for very unexpected moments. This isn't titled Gon or Gon x Killua, it's Hunter x Hunter. Which, yeah, could just literally be the hunter hunting the hunter, but while that's fun, it could also be due to how evenly spread Hunter x Hunter's attention to all its supporting characters is. It shows us the real world, where no, Hunters don't mostly use their financial and physical power and prowess in the best ways with the best intentions. The characters are very human, even if they are weird, perverted clowns with the ability to produce a substance with the properties of both rubber and gum. Hunters hunt hunters, as humans hunt humans. And seeing this initially colorful, responsibility-free adventure turn into a very subtle aura of grim, fear, and risk from the point of view of two children with immense power but lack of life experience to take on the consequences of going on a journey to become the best hunter like no one ever was to begin with, we also see the other side of the coin, the pure side of humanity. I look at Hunter x Hunter in awe, as it being almost an homage to the human nature itself, honestly. The purity and innocence of childhood, the greed, the unforgivable forces of nature, the chaos ensued by mismanagement of power, feelings of revenge and hatred, but also love and hope, dedication and ambition, pursuit of being, affection, the feeling of the hunt. To someone who has never seen Hunter x Hunter, I can only say with nothing but flatter for it, it's a story that stays because it matters, and will keep mattering to many. And maybe Hunter x Hunter could be a little detour in your consumption of media, but it could also be one of those that stays with you for a long time.